Alrighty, man, it's your boy, Nappy Boy. Nah, that's T-Pain. It's your boy, TraderPrad, whose camera's frozen right now. What the hell's going on? Is my stream on? Let's see how the stream looks on YouTube. Looks like YouTube's lagging, and I'm back. Oh, okay, I'm back over here. But on the YouTube side, looks like my stream paused for a second. There was a big lag spike. But we should be back. Am I back, chat? Am I back? Hello? Let me know. Oh, there you go. I see my stream is back. Nope, my stream's still lagging. Hold on. Let's fast forward. Okay, I should be back. I should be back. And you guys are in the chat. Yeah, I see you in the chat. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How you doing? Another wild day in the stock market. That is right. How was your trading day? Good, green day, so that's all that matters. You know, I always could be better, always could be better, but green day, so we're enjoying that. The stock I mentioned yesterday on stream, if you were watching me yesterday, we called out a name, and that name absolutely blasted off. That was a 20% gainer. Right now I'm playing with the auxiliary wire. I don't know why. I just gotta play with something, you know, ADD, gotta play with something. Still haven't cleaned my room. Gotta clean this room. It's an absolute mess still. I just don't know where to move this stuff anymore, man. There's so much stuff here, and I just don't know where to move it now. This seems like an empty spot. It's missing. The red table's missing. So now I gotta figure out what do I do with the extra garbage. Maybe I just gotta throw it all in a box and box it up and move it into the basement. But that's something for me to figure out, not for you. You guys don't have to worry about that. Let's talk about you can't tell. That's because you guys don't really see that much in the back. Usually there was a table here, right? There used to be a table. That table held my Formula One car, which is on the ground now, and that table also framed Mila Kunis. But now that table is gone. We gave it away to my older brother. I'm pretty sure it's for my niece now, so my niece is gonna be using it to study at the study table. So using it to study, but it basically held a lot of things in the room. It housed my garbage because there was empty drawers in there, right? So the drawers were just filled with hoarding stuff, just garbage. And now there's no more extra drawers to put stuff in. This table doesn't have any drawers. It's a standing table, so it's just absolutely empty. So maybe that's my next investment. The next investment will have to be some sort of a drawer to park stuff in and put it right next to me over here so I could put my water bottle and so on. Something to plan about. Anyways, you guys are not here about all that stuff. It's so dark I can't tell. Yeah, usually that's how we do it. We like to live in the dark, ladies and gentlemen. You know it. I'm not a morning guy. Okay, I'm not a morning guy. I'm not a sun guy. I'm basically a vampire. I like the dark. I like to stay in the shadows. I'm a little vampire, alright? Okay, let's go to the full screen. Let's talk about what's in store today. Obviously, I'm gonna talk about Polymarket without a doubt. If you thought that I was gonna not talk about Polymarket, you are absolutely wrong. I gotta mute myself. We're gonna talk about Polymarket. Mic test, mic test. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Polymarket. At the same time, we're also gonna go through the stock market today. Nice little green day on a couple of the big tech stocks. Tesla green, Google green, Meta green, Apple. Nice little move back up, but basically barely green, 0.6% green. So I'm gonna give it barely green. Overall, QQQ had a green day. SPY had a green day. Massive rebound after the market got pulled back. You see how a big sell-off day, but then basically finding a bounce right where yesterday's move started, and then over here you had the Trump China thing again. We gapped up overnight. The overnight gap up looked pretty strong, but then sellers came right back in. But you can see how right around this area is where we managed to bounce right off on the market and push back up north. So that's good to see. Good to see that yesterday's buyers are still looking to accumulate shares on the QQQs and the S&P 500s. You had OKLO, which kind of started the day higher, but really pulled back when the market pulled back. Very nice opening range breakdown over here on OKLO for you to take a short. But more importantly, SMR. Monster breakout on SMR. Pre-market itself, we got above yesterday's high. We were talking about the stock yesterday because of this daily wedge breakout. Breaking out of the wedge. Nice little 2-day holding above the wedge over here. Closing above the wedge for at least 2 days. And then managing to open in the pre-market above yesterday's high. Holding above yesterday's high all through pre-market, breaking through pre-market high on the opening drive and giving you a monster long opportunity. I do think there was a trade over here for anyone who was interested, but if you were looking to snag it on the dips, there was a little opportunity here, but probably a little bit more scary, a little bit more not as easy of a trade as taking the breakout of pre-market high 49.50, 49.60 was. Later on, you got a nice pullback and pretty much all the way back into the day's low, pulling back and finding some buying right back into the day's low, taking the stock right back up. So that's a very good bounce. That bounce also lines up pretty much exactly with the market bouncing from its lows today. So lots of confluence over here on SMR with the overall market move, right? Gap up, rip up to the north side, pull back, and then bounce. I think the stock has more fun in the future coming up ahead, especially if the bull market is not done yet, okay? Bull market, there were a couple scary signs recently thinking that the bull market will be coming to an absolute screeching halt, but we are looking better now. Things are looking better on the market. QQQ bouncing back up after today's drop is exactly what you want to see if you are an investor, swing trader, because it's showing you that buyers are stepping right back up even after seeing a down a move that the market originally kicked off into. So buyers coming in and these nuclear names. I think I want to say keep an eye still on the robotic names, but I have a sector that is brewing up and I have it ready to talk about. So we're gonna go to that sector in a second. Before we go to that, I see iRobot, IRBT here, absolutely snaps to the north side, right through $5, and basically, sadly, closed back below 550, but looks like we snapped through $5, went as high as $6 today. Ooh, nice move all the way to $6 on a volume ramp also. So how much was that volume spike? Only 25 million shares though. That's pretty sad. I was thinking that would be like 200 million shares or something exciting. That's only 25 million shares. I'm only saying only because this is a $5 name. When you see a $5 name like this moving back up north and showing you these big candles, usually it's in the 100 million. So maybe iRobot not as interesting, but still relatively. You can see that the stock has not brought in that type of volume since May 2025. which was right around this candle over here. Nice little pop up, and then a lots of sideways action. You got a W action and then a lot more W action, so potentially some sideways over here in the upper range for this stock, somewhere around $5 to $5.50. The longer we see this name iRobot holding above $5, the better it is for the long, because you're seeing now buyers step in at a higher price point. But ideally, buyers coming in above 550 would make the stock the better chart to keep an eye out for. It would just make the chart that much better to keep an eye out. Right now, getting back above the 200-day moving average, that's a good thing to keep an eye out for. Also, I think a wedge break, just by looking at the chart really quickly. I'm not sure how you would draw this wedge. I'm not even sure there is a wedge, to be honest. There was a wedge here. We tried to break out and then we failed and we pushed back down. So maybe it's worth watching to see how we react into the $7. This is kind of an old wedge, not saying that it has to reject at $7, but usually you'll see these lines do come into play. Not that the same people who were selling on these pops are still looking to sell. It just could mean that somebody has the same line drawn and they are looking to take profits or short the stock for a quick little mean reversion and then take profits like a day trader or something, right? So just worth having this line up. Not saying that it's a decision making trend line. Usually the horizontal trend lines are the ones that I make decisions off of. It's the time of sales that I make decisions off of. It's the order book that I make decisions off of. Trend lines, sometimes I do make decisions off of that, but more so for the swing account and so on. Not as much for the day trade. That's a lie. I still do it for the day trade too. It's very selective on when I do it. For this one, I'm not really as interested, but still on watch nevertheless. 36% move on iRobot. Let's go to the special sector that I wanted to talk to you guys about that I think is setting up. Ooh, it already kind of set up today. Black Sky breaking out. I didn't think this would break out today, but it did manage to break out. BSKY. You can see how I had this. Ooh, BKSY. You can see how I had that line drawn to talk about on today's stream. Did not expect the stock to get above it today. We were trading a little bit lower, but managing to get above it. Sadly, we closed back under that line. I think tomorrow, however, we get back above 3170, 3180, and start looking strong above 3180, around 32. I think there is a move back to 33 and above, given that the market is not so shaky at the moment. I think Lance, so you guys know who Lance is. Lance tweeted out today that there is a 7% probability that the market has topped for a lot of these sectors, a lot of these names. If that's true, then we shouldn't really start seeing any more explosive moves. We should see exactly what we're seeing right now, which is failed breakouts, right? So BSKY is it, or BKSY? BKSY. BKSY broke out, but that looks like a failed breakout. iRobot broke out, but that looks like a failed breakout, right? So if market's topping out and we are seeing a little bit of stalling action, that's kind of what you should start noticing. Failed breakouts around the everywhere. And you can see another one over here. I was going to talk about SPCE today because it also broke out, but that doesn't look like a proper breakout, right? Now that looks like a failed breakout. SPCE at one point, which was green on the day, very, very green on the day, is now closing red and basically closing below the breakout level. So a little bit of a pullback, maybe more of a pullback than I expected after the market gave back its original gain. Some of these stocks were not able to recover equally, but I'm still hunting these markets. A lot of them have potential to continue running, especially if the market is not done its bull season, right? So it all comes down to is the market topped out? Is the sector topped out? Or is it time for profit taking? Is it time for shorts to come into play now? One really good way to keep an eye out for in a bull market, everything works. Even the person who has never traded before can make money, and they feel like geniuses for making money on it. And then when the downturn comes, then you give away money quicker than you made money, and then you're upset about, oh my god, the market's not good right now, the market this, the market that. But no, it's really just cycles, right? So learn to protect yourself on the downturns, and then learn to expose yourself, really expose, leverage yourself into the market when the upturns come in. And sadly, we might have to be defensive right now, play a little defense, try not to put too much leverage into the market. Market's a little bit of a way away from the 200-day moving average right now. So some sideways is let's 200 is right here. A little bit of away from the 200 moving average. So let's see if we can get some sideways action, some support being built around the 50-day moving average. If we look weak below the 50-day moving average, then you really want to be careful trying to take breakouts on the market. When the market is just making a new all-time high every third day, we are holding above the 9-day moving average, we are in an absolute channel. Take breakouts all you want. Take any setup you want, and it's gonna work for you, except for the short setups, obviously. But take any setup you want, it's gonna work for you, and you're gonna make a good chunk of money. But now, as you're watching these breakouts fail, Tesla, which had a nice little move up originally, along with the rest of the market, gave it up. A lot of these stocks, I guess you could say, they're all low beta market moving names. Let's go check out some crypto names like Coinbase. Did they react the same way? They actually were bearish the whole day. Coinbase here could not get above yesterday's VWAP at all. Very weak around the pre-market levels, and just continued to get sold off for the rest of the day. I mean, Bitcoin's down, Ethereum's down, Solana's down, Cardano's down. I don't even know what the hell that is. That's down. Dogecoin's down. So everything is down at the moment. And obviously that's going to reflect into the cryptocurrency stocks. MicroStrategy, which recently popped into the 200-day moving average. And I tried to warn some of you guys in the chat. I said, if cryptocurrency goes up, maybe MicroStrategy goes up. But what does MicroStrategy do when crypto goes down? It's going to really get destroyed. So MSTR right back to the downside. In fact, below the 200-day and getting slammed. Whereas look at Coinbase. Coinbase made a very good channel sideways around the 200-day. Reclaimed the earnings VWAP, and then basically blasted off to the north side when crypto blasted off. And now that crypto's pulling back, naturally Coinbase is pulling back too, but it's above the 200-day, unlike MicroStrategy. So you got to be very careful what stocks you're deploying your money into and what your strategy is. I'm basically talking to Dieter here because I know he parks his money in MicroStrategy because Angry Buddha tells him to. So hopefully Dieter made some money and made some profits and is not bag holding this name. Couple other crypto names, not really 100% crypto, but a couple other crypto names here. Only one other crypto name here that's not really crypto. It's Robinhood. Robinhood pulling back along with the rest of the market. Not really anything of too much of interest. Mara now looking like it wants to play catch up after all this time not really doing anything. So Mara's trying to go higher. These crypto miners who are related with AI companies are actually making a move again. So BTDR making a breakout. Hut 8 actually made another move up north. So looks like these crypto miners are worth keeping an eye on. BTDR, one of them, right back into all-time high here. In fact, breaking all-time high today and sadly closing back under the all-time high. So worth watching. Any action around $27. If we start seeing buying above 27, I will not suspect that the stock is going to 28 to 30 bucks on that very same day. But if we're seeing selling below 27, then most likely BTDR is going to struggle in this area for a couple more days, maybe even a pullback to the downside. So nice little breakout on BTDR. Damien, you don't know who Lance is? And ate too much. I like it. You ate too much. I go from Trader TV to TraderPrad. What's up, ate too much? I like it. You're watching Adara. I gotcha. You were watching Adara on Trader TV. I think that's who does the after hours show now. Say hello to her. Say hello to her next time when she shows up. Say Prad said hello. I haven't talked to her in a while. Last time I saw her was at the Traders for a Cause meetup in Toronto. Yeah, all the trading buddies from that office went to Traders for a Cause. That was fun. Okay. BTDR, HUT 8, these stocks are obviously on watch. Biminer worth watching still. It's just that anytime I get in this name, I get hurt. So it's an absolute. I hate this name, man. I hate this name so much. I every time I get in, I'm burnt, and every time I'm not in, it starts to go back up. Right now, you do have a very clean base. You can see how it tried to get below this 3 days low and then close above those 3 days low. So potentially, it could break out tomorrow. Okay, I'm just gonna throw it out there. It could break out tomorrow. Adara is sweet. Yes, we love Adara. It could break out tomorrow, and I'm gonna be absolutely pissed that I didn't buy any today. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. Watch BMNR, BMNR. Bitmine is actually what the name is. Yeah, Bitmine Immersion, but I'm just gonna call it BMNR, BMNR. Worth watching 100%. If we're back above $55, $60 tomorrow, the stock could go a little crazy given that the market is acting right also. Damien, I was going to show you who Lance was and I got sidetracked. Lance is probably easily the best person to follow in the stock market world. If you are a day trader, if you're a swing trader, any type of finance content, you got to go check out the one Lance B. Really, only 19 viewers today on Twitter. That's so sad. The one Lance B over here. He has a paid course. In my opinion, the paid course is overpriced for the content because you can honestly get better content for free on YouTube, right? What he says in his content is not wrong. I just think it's overpriced for what he says. Still something valuable. If you're a new trader, still very valuable. I just think that everything he says in his course, you can actually find it for free on his YouTube if you just spend the time. You can find it for free on my YouTube if you spend the time. You can find it for free on 30 other YouTube channels if you spend a little bit time of researching. So I'm a big fan of what Lance does. I just think that course is a little bit of a ripoff. If someone clips it and sends it to him, it is what it is. I don't care. I'm just speaking my honest truth. But I did enjoy the course, though. I did enjoy the course. I just think it was a ripoff. All right. Ooh, 218. We're back to 218. How? What's printing for me? No, I gave back some money. Boys, I gotta tell you a sad story today. Where is this? Let's go here. So I was holding no on this position while it was trading at 20 cents on the dollar. And I was really confident in my trade until they dropped this, which was branded as an upgrade. Okay? It literally says in the title, upgraded. And if you read the rules here, the rules make it seem like anything that's upgraded will count as a version 2. So I got scared and I sold my no for break even and I flipped to a yes, only to see that the no was correct. I would have made 80% return on my investment here. Instead, I lost 100%. I would have made 80%. Instead, I lost 100%. And if you actually go down over here, go down to holders, a lot of people are crying, obviously. But if you go down to holders, oh, I guess because I'm not a holder anymore, you won't see my messages. So let me turn off holders. Right here. Oh, that's not me. I thought that was me. Lol. Okay. Where is it? I thought that was me for a second. Boom. I'm literally telling people to stick with your nose. There's no reason to sell. And then when the article comes out, I get scared and I sell my no. And what a shit show. What a shit show. The lost $3 there for no reason. But it's okay though, because we make it back, baby. We made it right back on what is now a new instrument on Polymarket to directly trade stock markets. This is probably going to be an absolute hack. So let's talk about this, okay? This is going to be an absolute hack for all day traders. If you think about it, you know, for a way for you to hedge stocks previously was potentially options or maybe CFDs. And if you are long a stock and you're losing on it, but you intend to hold it till the end of the day, you could hedge it with, on the CFD side. If you're able to do it right, if you properly do it, you can walk out victorious no matter what happens. But now you can really do it in a much better way. You can place orders on whether Google will be up on the day or down on the day. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. As I said, if you guys remember, do not do this on the crypto side, especially on the 15 minutes, which is absolutely pure gambling in my opinion, okay? Never do it on the 15 minutes. That's pure gambling. But if you're doing this on the daily, I think it's a little bit more viable. I have actually seen accounts make hundreds of thousands of dollars doing this on the daily options. But this is very interesting because there is an actual edge here that you can explore and also hedge yourself in the market. Like, all you're doing is making a bet if Tesla's going to close positive on the day or negative, not compared to yesterday's close. You're comparing it to the open. So will Tesla close above the day's open, or will Tesla close below the day's open? And you can see here right into the close, it was down to the wire, and Tesla managed to close above the day's open. So if you bought if you bought up right into the close, you would have probably made 90% return on investment over there. Insanity what we're watching right now, guys. These are new financial instruments that are coming up, and I've been talking to you guys about the earnings boards. Speaking of which, damn it. Oh wait, did they please don't tell me you got rid of the earnings board. Oh, why would you do that? Why would you do that? And what is prediction markets? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, okay. Hold up though. Acquisitions, commodities, IPOs, what? Fed rates, businesses? I got a request though. I gotta go back here. Could we please get the earnings board back? The earnings dashboard back for stocks. That board was legendary. Please and thanks. Okay, I mean this is ugly. I hate this. I don't know what stock reports when. I gotta do research. That board was legendary. It told me exactly what stock was reporting when. I didn't have to do extra work. You guys are making me do extra work. What is this? I don't like doing extra work. I'm lazy. You know this. Stop making me do extra work. But clearly, they're gonna make me do that. Wah, wah, wah. I don't think any of the candidates on this list will win. Cheers. Good for you, buddy. I didn't ask for your opinion. Okay. So this is awesome. I mean, now you can basically bet on equities going up or down. And I don't want to give up my trade secrets, but I'm telling you, I'll probably make more money here than I made on the stock market if I put my mind to it. If I spend some time, if I put in the work, I'll probably make more money here than the stock market. You need to talk more about zero DTE. Martin Carvalho, hold up. Do I know you? Is that Diego? Is that Diego? I know that last name, and I think that first name sounds familiar too. You need to talk more about zero DTE. I don't talk about zero DTE because I don't trade zero DTE. Happy to see you, brother. SOXX was on the list today. Semiconductor short. Ooh, let's go check out semiconductors. I guess it was a fine. It's Diego. Diego, you trade stocks? Sheesh. I didn't know Diego trades markets over here. Diego is hustling, boy. I like it. For those of you who don't know, Diego and I go way, way, way back. Before you guys know me on Trader TV Live, before you guys know me of stock markets, Diego and I go real, real back. What's up, big dog? Always good to see you, man. Yeah, SOXX, I guess semiconductors were a little in play, but looks like SOXX just got slammed back down after what wanted to go higher. I would not bet against semiconductors right now. The market's just on a standstill. I think there's better trades. I think TSM is supposed to report earnings tomorrow or today. Tomorrow, yeah, TSM reports earnings tomorrow. That's most likely breaking its all-time high. So you want to be careful over there. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Yeah, brother, you know it. Gotta make the money where it's being offered. You know. Let's actually go check out what TSM's Diego. Be my video editor. I need someone to help me clip stream shit and post it into like shorts and stuff, bro. I've been struggling. You see me here with CapCut and trying to make Instagram videos and shit, bro. I'm struggling, man. Help a boy out, my guy, for the old time's sake. And then, we'll scratch your back, you scratch my back. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But no, good to see you, bro. It's been a long time. By the way, Diego, did you hear anything about Steph, bro? Like, this guy died. He hasn't said a single word in years now. Not a single word. We don't know where this guy is. You remember Blake? Like, Blake and I are like once in every 3-4 months, Blake and I message and we go, good times. Where the hell is Steph? Steph is nowhere to be found. I hope he's still alive. I hope he's still fine. But this guy is completely MIA, missing, not to be found. I've seen him still at his rents. He's still there. Does he have his old phone? Because he doesn't answer that damn phone call. Don't have his new number. So if you have a number for him, please reach out to me in DMs because we would love to get in touch with that guy again. And I'd love to get in touch with you too. Let's grab some drinks sometime soon. You, me, Blake, and Steph. I thought Steph went back to Serbia, bro. I thought this guy went back to Serbia. He's completely missing out of this picture. And I also thought, knock on wood, it didn't happen. But I thought COVID got that dude. I thought COVID got him, and I cried for a day. I'll be honest, I cried a day. Whoa, what's going on? Something just filled. Ooh, TikTok filled over here. He's looking good, keeping his head down. Don't have his number, but I see him on the way to work from time to time. Oh, that's good. That's good. Next time you see him, let him know that I said hello. Ask for his number and tell him to fucking get in touch. Because where does he work now? Does he still work at the LCBO? Where does he work now? Tell him to get in touch. What's going on over here? Oh, I got filled. Let's go. I got filled on... Will Jew be said 5 times on South Park tonight? Tonight. I like it. I have an order for Labubu and I have an order for TikTok. So I have TikTok no at 44 cents. I have Jew 5 times at 21 cents. I have 10 shares there. And then AI artificial intelligence, I have 1 order. He's doing accounting? Sheesh. Broski leveling up out here in the world. I love it, bro. I love it. Yo, next time you see him, tell him Blake and I and are dying to fucking know what this guy's up to. And you too. Message Blake. Blake has been talking about you too. Coming back to the market here. Stocks, baby, stonks. We were talking about TSM. They report earnings tomorrow. Let me quickly go check out the earnings calendar from my boys at Earnings Whispers. So TSM tomorrow. There was another bank, yeah, Charles Schwab. That should be it really from what I remember. No other big names. After hours, you have UAL. We'll go take a look at UAL very quickly. TSM, Charles Schwab. That's about it. And then yeah, after hours, we have Interactive Brokers, so that will be interesting. What does TSM think that you still got the same number? Yeah, brother, we do. I do got the same number still. Think I have your number. If not, we have each other's on Instagram, right? We have each other on Instagram. All right, just had to message somebody real quickly. Where is TSM? Taiwan Semiconductors. Did they not include TSM because they report in Chinese time or some shit? I don't see TSM logo anywhere. I see Texas Instruments, Tesla, Charles Schwab, Coca-Cola, Key Corp, Netflix, American Express. Seen it. Yeah, I guess they didn't add TSM. No way to get TSM numbers for tomorrow. I guess you could just use other sources to get your sentiment gauges, such as what was it? Earnings Whispers, one of them. You can use Earning Whispers to get good sentiment gauges. American Eagle reported today after hours. Let's go take a look at what they did. Looks like nothing burger move. Yeah, and it actually went back down after reporting, or not American Eagle. So UAL was the one. United Airlines. United Airlines. Did I say American Eagle? American Airlines. United Airlines. UAL reported after hours. They did go down by 2.5%. So let me quickly pull in Benzinga. In the meantime, let's show the Benzinga screen for those of you interested in awesome software Benzinga. I use it for news. I use it for Squawk mainly. I cannot trade without Benzinga Squawk. It is like a lifeline for me at this point. Need that Benzinga Squawk playing every time I'm in the market, but mostly news and scanning for stocks. So let's go check out UAL. How did you report today? Where are you? UAL says expects to in Q4 expects to invest over 1 billion in customer experience. UAL Holdings sees Q4 EPS. That's the forward guidance I'm expecting. Okay, here we go. EPS 2.78 beats 2.62. This is a 16% decrease from same period last year, which is 3.33. Company reported quarterly sales of 15.225, which missed estimates of 15.325. This is a 2.5% increase from same period last year. So growing on revenue, decreasing on EPS, and I think the outlook is actually above the estimates. That's well above the estimates. That's looking good. They're looking to invest in customer experience. That's always a good thing. Investing in your customer is basically investing in yourself. A happy customer means you make more money down the line. So generally, maybe not, but happy customer is good for you. So maybe UAL just taking a little bit of a downside off of that earnings report because they not missed EPS, but they are decreasing year over year. Revenue is also not increasing drastically. 2% is not amazing, but it's an airline company. They're not gonna unless another COVID happens, nothing really is going to happen to this company anytime soon. So I think somewhere around 200-day moving average. If there is a dip in the next few days, potentially an opportunity to look to buy this name. It is a decent average daily range. It's got a 3.5 average daily range, so keep an eye out for that. Next one over here, there could be some sympathy plays in other airline stocks. Delta Airlines yet to break out. We were actually talking about Delta Airlines over here, and it's now right back into the resistance zone. So potentially a breakout on Delta if United Airlines starts going back up to the north side tomorrow in pre-market. But I think the main sector, guys, really right now is just the energy sector. You had a FSLR breakout, LEU breakout, and SMR breakout. SMR is now testing that all-time high. So, just watch the sectors that are really in play. Even drone names, I think, were in play today. They actually went down. Yeah, drone names got slammed a bit. UAVS, Joby, ACHR, Nothing Burger over there. Dollar Tree reported. Let's see what happened. Wow, gap up and a complete reversal on Dollar Tree. That sucks. Tempest AI. I want to see Quantum names. Quantum names still got the juice in them. Baby, can't stop, won't stop. RGTI still ready to go. Showing you that it got bought up on the dip very, very quickly. Where's IonQ? IonQ looks like it's done playing the game, right? It's stalling out, but the RGTI and QBTS here just can't stop, won't stop. That's insane. QuantumScape still looking like it wants to continue rallying, but this is not really in quantum basket, even though it has quantum in its name. Don't ask me, but it's a battery name, so worth watching. Nice little breakout in the same energy sector, not like nuclear energy, but still in the energy sector, to worth watching for. Robotics, I think, is taking a break right now. You can see RR stalling out, iRobot getting some traction. I want to see what the news was for iRobot. We got to go find out that one. Here's a very good pullback that I'm actually stocking, which is Baba. Baba made a very good run. We were part of this run from 120 to 180. I didn't actually sell anything in the 190s. Once we got back below 180, below the 9-day moving average, I closed my trade. Now we're at like 150s, 160s. So some sideways around the earnings VWAP would be ideal to watch for Baba on the dip. China still got a lot of room over here for the upside in the AI growth sector, and one of the biggest AI companies in China is Baba. So I would love to see how Baba plays out. But the tariffs, that shouldn't matter at all for Baba. If anything, tariffs should like Baba, yeah, maybe Alibaba, but the AI side aspect of it shouldn't matter for it. For the Futu. Futu is a financial company. Tariffs shouldn't matter for Futu. Futu made a pretty good run up recently too. That was a good move. I think tariffs also from Trump are just if you know Trump, it's called taco, right? Trump always chickens out. The markets at this point is so bored of Trump and everything he does. I mean, yeah, we did get a big sell-off on the day that he said 100% tariffs China, blah 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 blah, right? But you can see how we bounced right back up. Even yesterday when going into the close, he said something about China and we pulled back, but then still above the VWAP, right? Still bouncing off of yesterday's VWAP over here today. So I think Trump words are almost irrelevant when it comes to these tariffs. We know for a fact now that these are all just a negotiation tactic at the end of the day. It's trying to spark a plug somewhere, trying to spark a fire somewhere so you can distract people and go somewhere else type of tactic. So you know what Trump is doing. We're not worried about tariffs at this point. If only thing we are worried about at this point is are we going to get a rate cut or not, right? So we do have a rate cut decision coming up over here into February 29th. We have a rate cut on February 29th. Well, interest rate decision on February 29th. Right now, with a 95% probability, people are placing money to say that it's going to be a 25 basis point decrease. Okay, so a lot of people are putting in their money where their mouth is, and you can see how much money is actually being put into work. $11 million being put into work over here, saying that they are getting a decrease. Imagine we don't get a decrease. That's going to be insane. One of my favorite tools that I like to use is the CME Group tool. It's the Fed Watch tool. This is probably, not probably, this is the better gauge to get an estimate as to if we're going to get a rate cut or not. This is currently pricing in at 97.8 that we're going to get a double beeps rate cut. Oh, no. It's just 25 beeps. Okay. So 25 basis points rate cut is at a 97.8 and a 2.2% probability that we don't get a rate cut. So, in fact, people are overpricing no rate cut by 1% and underpricing a 25 basis rate point by about 2.8%. So you could basically get long right now 95 cents and give it a Kelly criterion of 97.8, which will probably tell you that you should be investing 1% of your bankroll, maybe. I think. Let's go check. Hold up. OddsJam calculator. Where's the Kelly calculator? We'll do quarter Kelly. Quarter Kelly, well, not odds. Oh, yeah, this one doesn't work. We got to go here instead. Let me do this. So, BM Kelly, it's currently trading at 95. Official market is pricing in 97.8. So based on that, you're supposed to invest 14% of your free bankroll for proper sizing methodology. This is how you grow your account, and then if you're wrong, you don't actually take that big of a hit, and then you get to go back and put your money to work again after. So it's also actually a pretty good idea to do this, because buying 95 cents, you're making free 5% gain, right? So buying at 14% for quarter Kelly and 14% of your bankroll. Full Kelly says 50% of your bankroll. I don't like to do full Kelly. Quarter Kelly is the way to go, in my opinion. And that would say you put in about 14% of your free bankroll, whatever free cash you have left, buy it at 95 and then write it up to 99. But what if the probability over here drops from 97.8 to 95? If this drops from 97.8 to 95, there's a good chance that this goes from 95 to 90. So you're going to lose 5%, while this one doesn't really lose 5%. So you got to be a little careful. This is not really true bonding yet. This is not a for sure market in my opinion. Even though it's being priced in that way, it's not a for sure market. If you want to bond, there's better markets to bond in, right? There were some free markets to bond in that I bonded in today, which was the Sora market. We talked about that one briefly last time. Potentially a market to be bonding over here. Gemini 3.0 is expected with a 90% probability by October now. So if you believe in that, you can buy 86 November and have a ride up to 100, or you can buy 50 October and have a ride up to 100 if you believe in October. I believe in November, so I bought November. I agree the propaganda was strong with that one. Nonetheless, I was the buyer. For which one? I was fear yesterday was a temporary fake out for the market. You're talking about the market crash and the yeah. What do you expect when Trump is basically maneuvering the market so his son Barron can buy the dip? What do you expect? All right. People are opening crypto accounts literally minutes before the crash happens with $80 million and getting short minutes before the news drops. I don't know what to say at that point, brother. I don't know what to say. So the market's rigged. That's why I try not to swing or invest. I'm a day trader. Okay, this is why I just go ahead and I quickly get in and I get out and I make fun of that. Prad, why you change your lives? What the fuck does that mean, bro? What are you talking about? What the fuck is this guy talking about? What? Uh, Anything else for me to talk about for today? We talked about a couple stocks. We talked about the opportunities on Polymarket. Couple new markets that I opened into are, I've been exploring sports arbitraging recently. So still to get a couple orders filled over here. Hopefully I get filled on those, because if I don't get filled on those, that's gonna hurt. But I'm fully arbed over here. You can see how, what is it, 55 plus 41. That comes up to 96 cents. So no matter what happens, if the score is under 7.5 or over 7.5, I basically win 4 cents on the dollar no matter what. So I'm exploring some sports arbitraging over here, comparing it to actual sports and then comparing it to Polymarket, and then trying to find the middle zone where the pocket exists, where I can come in and provide liquidity and take the fills, but then I also manage to be less than 100 cents, be less than $1. That way, no matter what happens, I end up making a quick 2-3% gain. You keep doing this and you keep compounding on it, your account naturally grows, given that enough liquidity is there for you to do it. And if you look at it, some of these markets are trading millions of dollars, okay? Some of these stocks are trading millions and millions of dollars, and they have enough liquidity for you to figure this game plan out. So I'm doing that right now. You can see I just showed you that on the Blue Jays, who most likely are going to take a L. Here's some NFL ones that I'm trying to place into, and then also some mentioned markets that are going to be happening today. There's one for Trump at 7:30. That's very, very interesting. I'm actually building a program here in Cursor. So what I did was I downloaded Trump transcripts, 5,000 transcripts, all the way from the most recent event that he had, all the way back to his event in 1976. Okay? This is a transcript from Trump in June 16th, 1976. So every public meeting he's ever had, a podcast, an interview, an ABC interview, Diane Sawyer, whoever he interviewed with. I have Barbara Waters, okay? Aberdeen, I don't even know what the hell that is. Anyways, Chicago Tribune, Wall Street Journal. I have everything. Now, the plan is to take these transcripts and create a analyzing software. Actually, looks like it has done that already. Let's see how it is. Create an analyzing software that can help me find patterns. Find patterns in his speeches, in his words. So let's see if this works now, because the last time I tried it didn't work, sadly. Enter a word. What the hell is this word? Slopodopolis? I like how they pair that with ABC fake news. You would think that he would not say Slopodopolis, but then there's a high chance that he says ABC fake news. I love how they pair that with that. You sneaky boys. China and President Xi, shut down. Okay, Rose Garden. Okay, let's see if Slapodopo. SLOPA, SLOPA, DOPOU, 0 times. ABC fake. Let's see fake news. See, this doesn't work. Like, there's no way that he said fake news 0 times. There's no way he said fake news 0 times. It doesn't work. So this analyzer that this AI is coding for me, we're gonna give it an absolute fail. This one did not work at all. We're gonna have to go here and show you that he has said fake news, and I'm pretty sure all of you know he has said fake news. Wait, what the hell? India will stop buying oil from Russia? Oh, okay. Roll call, transcripts. And if you go here and type in fake news, see, last time he said fake news, October 2025. Sorry, October 15, 2025. Right here, your ABC fake news. Look at this shit, dude. Look at this shit. Fake news, right? So clearly he said it, but my code doesn't want to pick it up for some reason. Let's go see if he says Slopadopoulos. No way he said this word before. You're shitting me. No way he said this word before. Bro, what? He said it once, twice. Okay, 1, 2. Maybe my program is actually useless. I don't even need my program. I can just use this website to tell me exactly what's going on. So this was a video. This was a giving remark for Charlie Kirk. Okay. This was a bilateral meeting. This was this was in the airplane in the Air Force One. This was another campaign event. So he said that during the campaign event, which makes sense because you're attacking people in your campaign. What is this? Press conference for New York. He said ABC, George Slopanopoulos, ABC Group. I guess that's why they grouped it together. That makes sense. Moms for Liberty Summit. Okay. So he's clearly said it a lot. He said it a lot. So Slapadopoulos sounds like a good bet to put money on. 37 cents on the dollar. ABC fake news. You're either getting ABC fake news or Slapadopoulos. Okay, that seems like a good one to put. We know he loves saying MAGA, but what is the chances he's gonna say it tomorrow or tonight? Actually, I think there's good chance he says that tonight because he's giving a dinner speech, and at a dinner speech usually he says we're gonna make America great again. We've already been great. We're on the path to greatness. We're gonna make great stuff. We're building them chips in Canada or America. Why did I say Canada? We're building chips in America. AI is an American product now. So he's gonna come out and say most likely make America great again. And you can see how it's currently trading at 42 percentile. Biden 3 times, not that high of a probability. Hell, not that high of a probability. Job 10 times, not that high of a probability either. Interesting. This one really has my eye caught. There's a good chance he could talk about the Nobel Peace Prize, but also the last 2 times the Nobel Peace Prize has been brought up, he did not talk about the Nobel Peace Prize. So I think he's now just kind of wanting to go away from it because he didn't win. But when he did mention the Nobel Peace Prize, he purposefully did not mention Maria's name. So there is a good chance he says this, but there's also a good chance he doesn't say it, right? So probably worth just skipping that one. It's a dinner, ballroom dinner. Why would he say Xi and China? You're probably talking about America. You're probably talking about things related to the country. Obviously China does come into the conversation a little bit with tariffs and all that, so potentially something here, but it's trading at a too much of a price, so I'm not that interested for it. Russia, Ukraine, he might say Russia, Ukraine because he just brought peace in Middle East, peace in the Middle East in quotes, and then his next project is Russia and Ukraine, so he might bring up that's the next goal. So that is actually sitting at a very fair value in my opinion. Crypto Bitcoin. 20 at 12 cents. I think there's a good opportunity that he says it for 12 cents on the dollar, but don't go against the market. He hasn't said crypto or Bitcoin in quite some time now. Communist, I don't think he says that. He's been saying hottest non-stop in every single event, so hottest is actually trading at a fair value in my opinion. Rose Garden, is that where the dinner is held? I guess if that's where the dinner is held, he might actually say Rose Garden, so I think that's also at a fair value. But Biden, it's a hit or miss. You know how Trump is, right? Once he starts saying a fucking word, he will say it 3-4 times in a row. He won't stop. He's like, Joe Biden, Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe. I call him Sleepy Joe. That right there is 5 Bidens. You didn't even say anything. You just said Biden 5 times, right? So these ones are like an absolute dice roll. In my opinion, these ones are better to trade live, actually sitting in live, listening to him, getting the order ready that he's gonna say it, and then having the MetaMask wallet ready to click on continue or accept. That's probably the fastest way for you to do that. Hell, I think it's in the same basket as this. Border, I think it's a pretty high probability that he says that because he's talking about the drugs today. He's talking about drugs coming in through the border, through the water, through the land. He had a meeting with in the White House Oval Office with the Kash Patel, the FBI director. They were talking about drug boats and so on. So there's a good chance he says border. I think this is a little underpriced. You could potentially see this one get priced back to middle. But you see how I'm analyzing words, and I'm comparing it to recent events. I'm comparing it to past speeches, what he has said before, and how it all could potentially give you a trade setup over there to make a quick little coin. For example, there's another market here from Bernie at the CNN town hall, right? Bernie at the CNN town hall. What are the chances that he says Trump 12 times? I don't think it's that high. And in fact, this was trading at a very high probability, at a 61% high probability. So I said, you know what? That seems way too high. Let me buy some at 44 cents. And I bid at 44 cents for no. Now look where we're trading. We're trading at 56 and 68. Just understanding patterns of vocal speeches, what the event is, and just creating a quick little analysis of why this person would even say something like this or not. Million, billion, trillion. This is something that Trump actually says a lot, and even then I've been winning on the no side by saying that no, Trump will not say million, billion, trillion 10 times. Why would Bernie say million, billion, trillion? I don't see it. Maybe he says trillions of dollars, trillions of this, trillions of that, couple of times here and there. I don't see it happening 10 times. So I bought no on the 20-cent area. You can see how it's now trading at 30 cents, but honestly, there is no liquidity. So that one doesn't really matter. Here's another good one. Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, or Bezos. But the only 3 words that out of there are their last names, either Musk, Zuckerberg, or Bezos. If he says their name 7 times in a row, then this one would qualify as a yes. I think that was some mispricing over here, and I was able to snag it at 61 cents. It's now trading at 65 cents on the dollar, right? So just looking at these little things, I think he would not say Gaza. Why would a Democrat talk about what Trump did in the Middle East, bringing peace in Gaza and so on, and give Trump his flowers? I really don't think he would. So I took a small bet over here at 21 cents. And realistically, I can get out right now for a 38% gain on my return, right? 38% return on investment. I can already get out of it before the event even starts. Just by looking at these little pockets where people are mispricing themselves. Like, look at this one. Why would Bernie say Bernie, right? I was bidding 44. It just doesn't make sense that Bernie would say Bernie. Sadly, people came in and put their orders above my order, so I will not get filled on that. Fucking front runners. But I'm going to go in and I'm going to front run the front runner. Pretty simple. Front run the front runner. Let's go open that order book. Events. Bernie. Where's Bernie? Uncle Burns, where are you? Burns. You will not say Bernie. I think this is still fair value at 55. It's still fair value at 60 in my opinion, okay? So I'm going to buy it at 55 here. We're going to place a bid, see if we can catch some fills. But I'm almost sure that as soon as I place my order, someone's going to start PvPing me. Watch this 54 guy go to 56, and then I'll have to go to 57, and then that person's going to have to go to 59, and then I have to go to 61. I've played this PvP battle enough times, okay? I trade stock market, buddy. You cannot out PvP me on a easier environment, okay? Just facts. But guys, this has been an absolute pleasure playing with Polymarket, and I'm telling you, if they're gonna let me do this is free money. This is literally free money. Like, I'm not gonna tell you how. I'll let you guys figure it out. But this is literally 20 to 30%. I'm saying too much. I'm saying too much already. Like, this is ridiculous. Awesome opportunity. Just I want you guys to explore this. And if you haven't already opened up a Polymarket account yet, I am pleased to announce to you that I am now a Polymarket affiliate. I'm now a Polymarket affiliate. I posted the link in the chat. So please go check out that chat. I'm going to post it in the chat for a couple other streams over here too. Click on that link. Go check it out. Create an account. Deposit some money. It could be $5. It could be $1. It could be $10. Whatever it is. Deposit some money and go play it. Test it out. Because if you're not doing it now, you're going to fall back. That's all I can say. What is this? Add a link. Paste the link. Yes, please. Man. You're literally giving my Gmail as the link? What the fuck? Why is my Gmail the link for this? That is so stupid. Hold up, chat. That is so stupid. That can't be the link, is it? Can I customize it? I can't? Okay. Cool. Oh, okay. All right. Anyways, that is apparently the link. Go open a Polymarket account and boom, start making some money, ladies and gentlemen, because there's a lot of money to be made here, man. There's a lot of money to be made here. We are seeing like people print money, literally print money. Look at this. $1 million, $300,000 turned into $1 million this month. 400,000 into $1 million. This guy actually, if you look at on the week, has made $1 million on the week itself. Okay, chat, $1 million in a week. He's up. Oh, wait, what the fuck? He basically made it right now. That's insane, right? So in 1 week, Buddy made $1 million. Look at this shit. All on sports betting though. All on sports betting. But still, like, let's go to the weekly. Look at that. 900,000 on the week, 400,000, 400,000, 400,000, 200,000, 200,000. People are printing money. Oh, look at me. I'm top 10,000 on the weekly. Let's go. I'm at the top 10,000. I'm 75,000 on the all-time leaderboard. Chat, we're getting up there. We're getting up there on the leaderboard. We are pushing up the leaderboard slowly and steadily. Top 75,000 all-time Polymarket trader. Okay? Come on now. Come on now. That's awesome. I love seeing that. Is that the same number over here too? Let's go check if that's the same number here too. Yeah, basically 76021. Yeah, okay. That's awesome. So these ranks are actually legitimate. Oh, I beat my buddy. My buddy was at 50K. Oh, that's right, because he lost today. He lost a little bit today. Still in the green though. He's still up overall value. That's good. He's still up overall, but he used to be more than me. My buddy took a nice loss today. Sadly, he oversized. He oversized and he got punished. That's why risk management, chat, is very important. You know, not just over here in the stock market, anywhere. Risk management is the name of the game. The name of the game isn't just making money. It's also learning how to protect the money that you have made. Okay, and honestly, that part's a little bit harder than making money. In a bull run like the market we have, anyone can make money, guys. Like, if I can make money in bull runs, anyone can make money. So it's not, you know, it's not a hard thing to do that. So for anyone who feels like they're absolute gods because they made money in this current run up, I would urge you to humble yourself before the market humbles you, because I've been in that position. I've been in that position where I was so cocky thinking I was a god, and then I got humbled very, very quickly. Okay, let's wrap it up over there. Lots to talk about Polymarket and stocks today. Michael in the house. What's up, Michael? DJT Trump Media. DJT stock looks oversold. I'm not really interested in DJT, brother. Not for a swing, not for a day. Maybe I shouldn't say that. If DJT has volume, then maybe there's worth for a day trade. It does look like it's bottoming out, but instead it looks like it could easily break down below $16. Right? This looks like a classic bouncy ball pattern to me. You got flat bottom, you got lower highs. This is actually, you know, looking like a breakdown, and good things don't happen below the 200-day moving average. Good things don't happen when the 200-day moving average is sloping down. So I am not that interested to look long on DJT at all. There's better names out there to day trade, to swing trade, and DJT just ain't it. It ain't it. Martin saying he's a big MAGA. I would be to tune of 20 billion USD. What the fuck did you just say, Martin? Was that English? What did you just say? I agree. Risk assessment and risk management is the name of the game. Exactly, brother. Making money is fun, but you got to learn how to protect the money you've made. On that note, nice hour-and-a-half stream. I got to go do some work. I got to go apply to an AI job that I'm applying for. I got to do an assignment for them. And then I got to do another assignment for another job that I'm trying to apply for, which is, you know, again, another YouTube show type job. It's like it's not YouTube. It's like Instagram Shorts. I have to record content for Instagram Shorts that will be put up on another channel. And then I have to do that, the YouTube show that I was telling you guys yesterday, which I still have to sign the deal for. And then I have to go do this assignment for this AI company that I want to get the job with. And then on top of that, I have to Polymarket. I have to Polymax myself. Guys, I am very busy. Very, very busy right now. Just too much on my plate. Too much on my plate. At once, you don't have anything on your plate, and then all of a sudden, you have everything on your plate. It's a bitch. It's an absolute bitch. Wish you guys some profits tomorrow. Go make some money. Market probably sideways in my opinion, but if we start seeing upside on the market, there are very, very good setups out there. So go make some paper, baby. And obviously I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow. Final stream of the week. Catch you guys at 4:30 p.m. Thursday. Peace.